Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game will feature a team that loves getting it done through the air. The Buccaneers are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Giants, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with.
All right, Larry, we are at a site that's played host to 2 Super Bowls, and that's Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. First and 10, Webb. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Offense comes to the line now, first and 10. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there at 22. Fresh set of downs here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Here's Darkwa. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Green.
They'll run again now with Darkwa. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you're expected to come after the quarterback. But in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player so he can't get outside of you.
To throw on third down. Webb. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Levante David coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away on fourth down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. And tough starting field position here. First carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 64 yards on the ground. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. first carry here for Charles Sims. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Here we go. Ohio. Come on.
On second down, Kamara. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Here we go.
They'll throw here. Kaiser. This is intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
On the run, Darkwa. And some space here. And down to the 36-yard line here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Orleans Darkwa, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Here we go now. Back to Philly. Here we go.
Webb to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he is knocked down from the side at the 44-yard line. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. They'll run to Darkwa. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. A little educational piece. I know a lot of people here, 3-4, 4-3, etc. Take us through the 4-3, Charles.
Okay, 4-3. 4 down defensive linemen, usually 2 defensive tackles, 2 defensive ends. Behind them, the 3 those are the linebackers. The middle linebacker, often known as the Mike, with 2 outside linebackers, the Sam and the Will. There's your 4-3.
Sam on the strong side, Will on the weak side.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On third down, Webb. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. And all they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. They run it again with Kamara. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They go play action here on first down. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play. Second down following the incompletion.
Let's go.
They'll run here with Sims. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Dalvin Tomlinson coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Kaiser hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And they're not going to get the kick off in time. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. To throw on second down, here's Webb. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans, and he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So they're operating in the red zone.
Here we go.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Kamara trying again. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
Kyle Brinza now on for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Brinza's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And New York set to take the field. Room here to run. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Webb. And Ingram holds it in. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Down to the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
All right, here we go.
Off play action, it's Webb. He'll buy some time right. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Orleans Darkwa with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So out come the Bucs now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Kaiser on first down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Connor Barwin not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now a second down throw for Kaiser. And he fires one incomplete. Charles Sims, the intended target. And it's third down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Third and long for Kaiser. Steps away to his left. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got room to run past the 20. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Out to his left. Room to run past midfield. He's got his man on the crossing route. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. On 2nd down, Webb going deep for Hopkins. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Going deep for Hopkins. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Here's Brad Wing now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So we have reached halftime here, and never mind, Larry, forget your halftime report. Apparently, we are set for the 3rd quarter of action already. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Come on, let's go.
Kaiser now from the 50. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they were able to get to him on it.
On, let's go.
To the air again. Kaiser caught on the right side by Dorsett. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Kaiser on 3rd and 2. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Here's Brian Anger now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And we'll see what he can do on the return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Green, 39. Green.
To throw on 2nd down. Webb. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Webb. And this one is incomplete.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. That's an excellent job. They force a 3-and-out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
.44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And taken at the 46. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Kamara. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Kaiser now to throw on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain, and it's 2nd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Sims. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
And Brins's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out come the Giants. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And to give this time to the tailback. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Green 39!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Webb, and the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Webb now from the gun. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Come on, let's go! Flex round!
Kaiser now on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ross Cockrell.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Let's go!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Green 39!
Off the bootleg. Webb dancing to his left. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Rosas now to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Philip Dorsett with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Hey, correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Now Webb. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. The Giants on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Webb. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Kaiser to throw it. Looking downfield for Godwin. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Giant territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 66 yards.
Here we go.
Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here. So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, 1st and goal. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
That's complete, right around the 8. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. And this offense on 3rd down today, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. From the gun, Kaiser. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Braxton Miller with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs are within a 2-point conversion of tying us up. So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for 2. Now Kaiser. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense.
And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
Ohio! 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 Here we go! Ohio! Ohio! Here we go!
Off the play fake, Kaiser. To connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion.
Here we go!
On 3rd down, Kaiser. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Play fake, now Webb. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Levante David in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
What will Webb try to do here after the sack as he brings his guys up 3rd and long?
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Leopard.
Operating from the gun. Webb. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to do with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up. Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Come on, let's go. Flex round, flex round.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go. Flex round, flex round. Ohio, Ohio.
Play action now. Kaiser. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Flex round, flex round. Here we go. Ohio, Ohio.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. New York set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked somewhere else, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Here's Webb. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards, but after a play like that, he may tell him, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The Giants on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Webb. Sliding out of the pocket. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Well, now then, it's a big kick right there to give him the lead in the 4th. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so, but this was not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it, because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Back to throw. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. The Giants on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Green 39! Green 39!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And Ingram holds it in. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39! Green! Leopard! Leopard!
From the gun, Webb. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.